Everything. So what's the name of this?
Yeah, it's a celebration time.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Adedoyin, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always showing me love. I so much appreciate. And if it's your first time here, thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and also please try to share and comment on my videos. So today I'll be sharing about how I passed my driving test. Yeah, how I passed my driving test after 4 attempts. I'll be telling you guys the mistake I made, what I feel I should have done, and things I later did right. So I remember that I shared a video about me passing my knowledge test some months back. I think that should be around March or May. Yes, I'll put the link in my description box if you did not watch that video, or I should just put the link on the upper part here. So I remember that I was so happy. I talked about it, that it was so easy, you know, and I didn't know what was coming from me. I thought the way the knowledge test is easy, that's the way the driving test to be easy. Yeah, it's the knowledge driving test. You have to do the knowledge test before you do the driving test. That means you need to do the theory before you do the practical. I don't know, maybe you understand what I mean by that. So I was so happy and I was ready for the test. Yes, I was ready for the driving test because we needed to drive, and you know, we've gotten a car since like February, and we could not drive because both of us, both me and my husband, could not drive because we've not done our test. So somebody have to do the test first, so that this car would just take the house doing nothing, you get. And my husband could not do his test because his Nigeria driving license expired. I think I've talked about this in that my video too, that his driving license expired and we need to get another one from Nigeria, which might take a longer time. So that was why we decided that I should do my own test. At least if one of us can drive, every other thing will be easy for us. So we started though. I registered for my test. I have my paper here. All my result is here, so I can just go through it. So I remember all those mistakes I made. So I remember that. So I registered for the test. That was should be April 4. Yeah. So I remember I did. I got an instructor. There's another guy. I got the instructor to train me for like 4 or 5 days, which I did, and 1 hour every day before the test. And I also did my driving lesson again 1 hour before my my proper driving test. So we started the driving lesson class, and it was very interesting, especially because Canada used to hear about parallel parking, and I got my parallel parking even on the first attempt. You know, it wasn't that bad, it wasn't difficult and all, because I was always happy. I was already thinking that am I going to pass this test because of this parallel parking, because we used to talk about this parallel parking. But it was so easy for me on the first attempt. I'll put in the video for you guys so you guys can see. So I did those tests, I did those lessons. I was so confident that fine, I'm going to pass this test, because this is not my first time driving. I've been driving since some years now, and I drive very well in Lagos. And somebody that can drive in Lagos, what else? But you know, the rules and regulation here is so different. So I remember that my first test, I have 4 general error. Yeah, so in driving test you are allowed to have 10 general errors. Yeah, if it's more than 10 general errors, automatically it's not to critical error. So you are allowed to have 10 general error, but you cannot have any critical error. Once you have just 1 critical error like this, that is the end of the test. So in case you are having a test, just have it in your mind that you must not have any critical error. And I remember that I have just 4 general error. This is it here. I don't know if you can see it. So I have just 4 general error, then 1 critical error, and that's the end of it for me. And what happened was I did my normal parallel parking, which is the first thing you have to do. You do your first parallel parking, then we started the whole test. I did the normal property. So there's a particular road when I got to that particular road. So I did not understand the road. You get? So I made a mistake. I'm supposed to follow the cop. I went directly to the other lane according to the test supervisor, and had my steering and moved the car back to my left that I was going to somebody else's lane. I feel she will even pardon me because she didn't put it as my critical error, because checking it right now, she didn't put it as a critical error. So when we got to school, getting to the school zone, I was on 50. Yeah. So when I got to the school zone, I'm supposed to press my brake a little small. I'm supposed to press my brake small, then go back to 30. Do you understand? But I just feel like, okay, I can just reduce the speed while just pressing the brake. I was trying to reduce the speed while still driving on school zone, and I was on 35, and that was it. And that was it. That was the general, that was the critical error that I made. I was on 35 instead of 30 on school zone. So if you're in school zone, especially during the week, you have to be on 30. Yes, that's the speed limit, 30. If you are above 30, that is a critical error. And if you want to go below, you must not be more than maybe 25, 27. If you are going like 20, that's another error. That means you are too slow. So that is the main that was what happened in my first test. And I was not feeling, I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad at all, because I just feel like, okay, this is the first attempt, and the mistake she told me I made was really a mistake, which I understand, and I just think like that. I remember sending my husband a message, and he was like, don't think about it, it's going to be fine, and you're just, you know, just go home, rest. If you need to eat, just eat, sleep, and watch TV. You know, he was just trying to encourage me. I was like, this man, you're giving me so good. You're trying to encourage me. I know that you might be like, this girl, not the long one here. As why is she driving? Just joking, right? So that was what he told me, and I just went home, and immediately I failed. I registered again, and if you failed your test, you can't drive, or you can't do another test until after 2 weeks. So they believe that within that 2 weeks you should go and learn more and all. Hi guys, day 2 of my driving lesson. Today is Sunday, so my instructor is out. So guys, I'm trying to do my parallel parking now. My instructor is trying to arrange my pole for the parallel. I did yesterday and I got it okay. I got it right yesterday, but I don't know. I don't know if today will be better off. So the pole, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Good morning. So I'm going for my driving test today. Press down. No. Yes, I'm going to my driving test today. So we're here to pick up. I'm here to drop the kids for my friend. So I'm in the apartment right now. Besides, guys, I just dropped the kid off. I'm rushing down to go and meet my instructor. I want to do some training before my test by 10, and this is like after 9. So guys, wish me good luck, and I'll just you guys when I come back. I pray I pass. Please pray for me. Pray for me to be possible.
A few moments later.
Guys, I didn't pass. I didn't pass my test. I have to do another one. I have one critical error, and once you have one critical error, even if you pass every other thing, that's the end. So I have to take it again. See you guys. I'm not happy. Talk. So the second test that I did, which was the most annoying test ever, I was so angry with this test. I was not happy at all because I still did my training, which I'm showing you the video. I did my training another 2 days. I did another 2 days training with my instructor, and we started this test. Fine, the same thing. You do your parallel parking, which was so perfect. I've never had any issue with my parallel parking. All my test supervisors always say that at once. I just get at once, and they always like, you're good, it's good, you can go do this, and that's all. And we started this what will I call it? We started this test, and I've not left MPI. I was still in MPI. In front of I just want to come out of the MPI, and there was a car, like the car was like 4 or 5 buildings away, if not more. It was a Jeep, it was an SUV car, white car, I can't forget. It was far from me. And what my instructor told me was that once you want to leave the MPI or even any parking slot, you have to stop. You will see a pedestrian distance. You must not climb on it. And if there's no pedestrian, you can start moving little by little before you come out. That is if there's no car coming. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to just move bit by bit. I was not going to press the accelerator. I'm not going to do like just enter the road like that. I don't know, maybe you guys understand what I was trying to do. And this guy just pressed the brake and said I did not give the other guy a chance, and that was it. And that was the end of my test. And I was so mad at this test. I was so angry. In my mind I was like, if we are both in Nigerian, or maybe we are both in Nigeria, I will argue this thing with this person. But fine. Well, immediately he just said, you did not give it. I just said I'm sorry. And immediately I just said I'm sorry. Immediately I just said I'm sorry. Just said I should just come back and go and pack, you know. And me, I just feel saying I'm sorry. It's not because I admit that. I just feel like, okay, I'm sorry. Let's just continue. That was what was in my mind. And I remember I was telling some people about it, and they were like, immediately I should have just tell him that that was not what I was doing, or I was not trying to go into the road. This is what I was trying to do. That I should have explained that maybe because I said I'm sorry, it believes that okay, she admit that she has made a mistake or something, and that was the end of my test. I see no general error because I did not even drive to anywhere. I did not leave the MPI at all. I did not leave the MPI. You can see I didn't have any general error. I did not have any critical error, and I was so angry. You know, like we said, they said told to stop with white truck. You know, that's what you wrote there. And I was so angry. Like, guy, I've never started this test, and I was ready for this test on that day, and that was how my morale just went down. Hi guys. So today is the second day for my driving test. So I failed the first driving test, so I have to do a driving test lesson again. So this is my second day of this. So that's the second day of the second driving lesson that I'll be taking. So I'm having my lesson, my test on Thursday, but so I decided to just do the driving test from Monday to that Thursday, so that I'll get to the road very well. Because my last test I failed. I think I failed because I speed more than the normal limit on the school side. So I'm supposed to be on 30, so I was on 35. So that was the reason why I didn't pass my first test. So if you are doing your test, make sure you obey every warning sign, caution sign, everything that is on the road. Just make sure you are looking at it and you beat everything. Like, I was not used to the road, so I just have to, but I think I'm getting better now. And right now my lesson tutor went to pray, so I'm the car waiting for him, so I decided to make a video. So the third test, since I know the mistakes I made in the first and the second test, so I understand everything. And I remember that before my third test, I did training, but I did not remember to make a video about the training because I was no more happy about the whole thing that was happening, because I was already getting discouraged. So the third one, I did the driving. In fact, that was the first driving test. I know that I drove. Yeah, I drove a long time. Like, that was the first driving test. I know that yes, I drive very well. I was happy that I drive. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I did good. I did well. Now this time around, I don't have any critical error. Even though I have general error, 3 general error, and 1 critical error. So I remember that during my lesson, I told my instructor that I needed to learn more about establishing, because I find it difficult about establishing. I was just trying to use Nigerian brain to carry it, but I told my instructor that day that I needed to do more training on how to establish, and which I did. And we did a lot of lessons on that day, so I didn't have any issue with my establishing. And so if you want to establish, you know, when the green light is round, that means you have to establish there's another car coming before you move. But if it's on the arrow, if the arrow is blinking, that means you can just go. So what happened was that I was going and I got to the where I'm supposed to establish. I established because other cars were coming, so I have to establish and wait till when the other cars will go. So and when it's on amber, even if you establish and it's on amber, you have to go because of the other cars. If not, it will cause accidents. So the light was already on amber, and I moved. I left where I established. I moved from there to go into the street. And going into the street, I saw a woman I wanted to cross. I did the mistake of stopping at the junction for the woman to cross. It was a very bad mistake, like a big mistake, a mistake I can afford. I was just like, let me just wait again before they will say that I saw a pedestrian and I did not wait. But it was a wrong move because there was an amber light already, and I've moved away already. I'm supposed to go into the street. I'm not supposed to wait for anybody, not even the pedestrian. The pedestrian is supposed to wait for me, not me waiting, because the light has told me to go. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So I made that mistake. I wish I understand. Even when the guy explained to me, my instructor, when he explained to me, that's my driving supervisor, when he explained to me, I understand and I admit it that okay, I did a mistake. So yeah, coming to the last one, which I did not do training days before because really I was already getting tired about it. I just said I would go that morning and do the test, and if I pass, fine. If I don't pass, fine. I remember my husband even telling that maybe I should just postpone the test to another day so that I will learn more before doing it. Because if I fail 5 times, I have to go for maybe 2 hours driving lesson before I can do another test. And if I fail that test, that means I have to wait for 9 months before I can do any other thing. So it was just like, maybe I should just wait, I should not do it, I should just postpone it so I can get myself very well. I know, but I told them that they should not worry, that I will do it because I've been doing training, so it's going to be easy for me to do it. So I know those mistakes I've made before, and I'm so sure that I'm not going to make them again. And that was it. So that morning, I went to my MPI. My instructor was already there, so I did a lesson for 1 hour. Yeah, I did another 1 hour lesson before the test, because mostly my test is always in the morning. I make sure I book in the morning, because in the morning there's no student going out, there's no school bus coming. That's around 10, 11, 12. Those periods are always good period for people to just do their training. So if you are doing in the afternoon, you know, there's going to be a lot of traffic. people coming back from the office, students coming out of school, and all. So there can be a lot of critical error then if you're not careful. So I made sure that I did all my tests in the morning. And on this day, after the whole 1 hour test, in fact, I didn't even do a lot of training because I got there late, so I could not do like the full 1 hour. I was fine, and the instructor that the and my driving supervisor that did the third test with me was one that supervised me this time around. So I know everything, I know the mistake, and I was more comfortable with him. So I just do what I need to do. I did my parallel parking, I did my own left turn, right turn, I did my own boulevard, eating, and all. And I passed my test. And this time I didn't drive up to 20 minutes. Or I didn't drive up to 30 minutes. Let me just put it that way. Because normally the normal time for test is 30 minutes. So I didn't drive up to 30 minutes. At this point I was feeling like, I failed again. No. This one I did not drive up to 30 minutes. And just get to the MP, and the guy just said, inside the car, they just said, congratulations, you passed your test. I'm like, really? Hey, thank God though. Because throughout the whole test that I did, the 3 tests before I now passed this one, if you fail, they will not tell you in the car that you passed or you fail, because they don't want you to drive them and go. I don't understand why. They will take you to the MPI and tell you that, okay, you did not pass your test, you have to come back and blah blah blah, and they will explain the reason why you failed. They will draw the old things they need to draw for you. So that day when the guy said, congratulations, you passed your test, I was so happy. Like, finally, after many attempts. And this time around, I was so happy. I did a video about it. I'm going to be posting that video, everything that happened that day. After this, I'll be posting them. So I did that video, and I was so happy that finally I passed my test. No critical error, but I have 3 general error. So
is miso.
Miso. Okay.
Yeah.
I will keep it later.
laddu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So what's this one called?
This is called laddu.
Laddu. Okay.
We have this at our home too.
Wow.
You can try this one also, okay? Maybe
that?
you can bring for your husband or kids.
What's this? What's the name of this?
You can try this one, the third
Wow,
one.
everything. So what's the name of this?
Because
Yeah, it's a celebration
is-
time. You have
Yeah,
you
that's
have
true.
passed
this
your-
is this is we call tongri.
Tongri. Wow, Indian. Oh. Tongri. Alright. So what's the name of this brown?
Sorry?
This brown? Is it laddu too?
Yeah, this is mesu.
Okay,
Miso.
miso.
Don't remember too much, otherwise you forgot.
Yeah, just.
I'm recording it so I can.
This is also.
She's clicking.
I'm recording it so I can remember.
This is also.
She's clicking pictures.
Wow.
I'm giving all the types, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try it out. Wow.
Okay, so you.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hi guys, good afternoon. How are you guys doing? So yeah, I passed my test after 4 attempts. Yeah, I'm so happy I passed, and like I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Actually, I told my husband that I didn't pass. So when he comes back from work, I want to see his reaction when I tell him that I passed. And my instructor gave me these candies from India. Sorry, my instructor is an Indian man. So he gave me those candy. I don't know. So he said some of these one of them went to India for a wedding and they gave them candy. So he decided to give me as per my celebration for passing my test. Like you guys know. I have to sit and talk, as in I have to say a lot about this test. I was really tired. Like all my hope was lost already, because I felt, why Abba? Me that I've been driving Nigeria since all this why. So what is happening, But at last I passed. So I came to pick my children from my friend's place. So I'll just see you guys later. See you guys later. I just want to tell you guys that I passed. After 4 attempts, I passed. All praise to God. I thank God. I appreciate God. It's not easy. You guys might think that what is the driving test? It's a serious thing though. Okay, now see you guys later. Bye. I'm free.
Wow, congrats.
And I just feel I should share those tips that I later realized, or those things I feel I should have done earlier before doing the test. The first thing I feel I should have done is, if you're coming to Canada, if you're coming to Winnipeg, I don't know about any other province, but I'm talking about Manitoba. So you have 3 months to drive with your Nigerian driving license. So I just feel like if you can afford a car within that 3 months, is just buy the car and start driving. You know, it will help you get to know the road, to understand the road, and to make you more comfortable with the road. You know, or like someone like me that I've been here for, I did my test I started doing the test in April and I've been here since September, so I'm not used to the road. It's long. I didn't drive for some months and I don't even understand the Canada road, you get. So if I've started driving, maybe immediately we got to this place, I started driving with my driving license, which will be easy for me to master all the roads. That even if I want to use St. Mary's, or I want to use Bison, I want to use the other routes that people use for their test, I will have been going to that place, doing the whole driving things and try to learn on my own before even getting an instructor. So you get what I'm saying? So I've like just been doing that little bit by bit, you know. Maybe I would have gotten used to the road. And so the other thing is that, like somebody told me, said you should always remember that, okay, you're the one driving this car. The person sitting there beside you does not know anything about driving. But that should be your mindset. Okay, this person sitting down beside me does not know anything about driving, and I'm the one driving this car. So you need to drive in a way that the person beside you will not be scared. So if you are thinking that, okay, I want to move a little, but the person beside you doesn't know what you want to do, might be scared. So I feel that's why those supervisors are always scared. Like, okay, she's already driving, I don't know where she's going to, I don't want to die, you know, that kind of thing. That's why they're always fast to pressing the brake, because they used to have brake. If you're using your instructor's car, it's going to have an extra brake. So that's why it's so easy for them to press the brake when you are not doing what you're supposed to do. So they don't want to take chances. They don't want to die, so they don't want you to kill them. So before you do anything wrong, they will adjust the steering or press the brake on your behalf. So always have these things in mind that, okay, yes, I'm the one driving, I know what I want to do. I don't want to scare the person sitting down beside me. I want the person sitting down beside me to be comfortable. So that's the other thing I feel you should do. The other thing I would say is read the manual very well. There's a manual for each province. Get Manitoba manual, read what you need to read. And the fourth thing is, please don't forget to practice. Do a lot of class if you want to do, if you need to do, do a lot of class, please. This is very, very important. You need it. So do a lot of class if you need to do. If you have someone that stays in Canada for like 3 years, and if you have somebody that is living in Winnipeg and have been in Winnipeg for 3 years driving, and the person is willing to train you, you can also let the person train you to save you cost of paying maybe $50 or $60 per hour. You know, and if you feel like me, that I failed my test almost 3 times, just imagine how much I paid before every test. Because sometimes I do 4 days, sometimes I do 5 days, an hour per day, times the one I do in the morning before the test, and I will pay another $100 for my test. Yeah, I think it's $100 I paid for my test, because you have to, because the car is for the instructor. That means you're renting the car and you're taking this time, you know. So you're going to pay for that. So just imagine how many dollars I spent on driving test. So I just feel I should share this for people coming here, or some people are here that are trying to to do their test. Don't get discouraged, don't get disappointed if you failed 1, 2, 3 times. I had a lot of people, I heard about some people that even did the test like 4, 5 times. I heard about some people that they've been here for 2 years and they didn't pass the test until last year, until some months back. You know, just don't feel discouraged. Try to learn more. Don't get discouraged. And when you're on the steering, don't be try to be confident. Don't be scared. Don't be, you know, just feel like what was on my mind was I did drive for Lagos. I be pro. I did drive for so I be like that was what was on my mind. So that's what I put in my mind, that me, I can drive the rough driving in Lagos. I can just drive with all those yellow downfall and everything. So why can't I drive here that I don't have any I don't have anybody that's going to drive all those rough driving for me and all. So I just put that in my mind that I can do this, and I did it. And I'm so happy that I finally passed the test, and it helps my family a lot because, and thankfully for us, my children got a crash, and the crash is like 18 minutes with car, you know. And imagine if we don't have a car, or if we cannot drive, that means we have to park the car in the house and use the bus. And bus is like hours, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to get to the school. So imagine, that means I would have just forfeit the whole crash because I won't be able to drive, and I can't be going 1 hour or 2 hours to just go and drop the child in the morning, and I'll still go back in the afternoon to go and drop them. Even the children will be tired, you know. So I just thank God that I finally passed the test, and I just feel I should share my tips and I should show you some of the videos, things I went through while passing the test. So that's the end of my video. I hope this video encouraged you. I hope you learn one thing or the other on this video, and I hope you'll be able to do your race test as soon as possible. Don't be discouraged. Just try to do the necessary things, and I bet you're going to pass. So see you in my next video. Bye.